In this video, you will learn how to add gradients to your text. Step number 1 is to hover over whichever text you would like to add the gradient to. In this case, we're going to be taking the headline 1. We want to hover over it so that we see the orange menu bar pop up with all of our options. And you want to click on this style icon so that we can start stylizing this text. You're going to see a menu bar pop up on the right-hand side of the screen, and since we selected to stylize this text, any changes we make on this menu bar will be impacting this text that we've selected to stylize. So you want to scroll down and look for gradients. As you can see here, it says gradient backgrounds. Now we're going to want to show the gradient, so we're going to select yes, and below that we have the option to select our gradient colors. So gradient 1, we've already decided that we want to bring down the darkness so that we can select black to be our first gradient. We can bring up the opacity, and now you can see that that gradient color has changed to black. We want to select our second gradient. I'm going to bring our color dial down to white, decrease the darkness so that we're working with a darker gray, and I want to increase the opacity of that darker gray, and we can fine tune this color until you're happy with your second gradient. Once you've selected gradient 1 and gradient 2, you can go ahead and change the degree of gradient, and you'll be able to preview what that looks like on the left-hand side of the screen. Now, once we click save, you'll no longer see this gradient box. You're going to see the gradient applied to your text, but you're going to want to go ahead and change the degree of gradient. I'm going to select it about there. We have kind of lighter on top, darker on bottom. We can now come up to the top of this menu bar and click save. After you've saved, go ahead and click preview page. And as you can see, you now have your gradient added. If you can tell, the text on the left is a little bit lighter and it fades to this dark black. If you'd like to make any further changes, you can scroll back down to your gradients panel. You can change those colors, change the gradient degree, and then always remember to come up, click save, and preview your page to be able to view your text.